rehab was around $40,000. I paid $43,000 for the house, bought it from the tax auction. We're going on the market tomorrow for $129,900. It's funny because one of the mentees that's in the mentorship, his name is Keno. He just went under contract. He on 135th in Kinsman. He got a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath for $155. Just think, we on 151st, he on 135th. He down. Here's another thing when you're doing retail flips, and I spoke about this last night. That's why I'm glad that y'all should be glad and thank Lisa for what she said last week, because this wouldn't have happened. Like we wouldn't have met up. This wouldn't have happened. The only time I do stuff like this is just with the inner circle, like where, we go out to properties, I go through their projects to make sure that, their projects go on the right way. We partner on deals. If Lisa wouldn't have asked that, we wouldn't be here today. But it's another good reason that we're here today too, because last night class was about flips. And so it's good that y'all seen this before it got to this point. So it's like everything I'm talking about, you could see it line up and you could see it come to fruition. And so anytime I'm doing retail flips, I never go with the highest comp, never. Even though Keno just got his property under contract for $155,000, I wouldn't market my property at $155,000. I like to move with speed. And my advice, if you got somewhere you're trying to get financially, you got to be a little sharper than everybody else. And so I always want to stand out and I want to move fast. So if I want to move fast, I'm not going to go with the highest comp. It could fly, but it's a possibility that it could not. And so I'll come on the market at $129,900. I'm going to be under contract in a couple of weeks, worst case scenario. And another thing, I'm probably going to have multiple offers. So I always like that. And so people would say, I probably could have got more. It's like, nah, probably could have, should have. I'm already gone to the bank and I'm on a third project while you still on the same project trying to max it out. So my advice, never try to get the highest comp. I don't care what your real estate agent tell you, don't go with the highest comp. A lot of real estate agents, they got real estate license. That don't mean that they're good at being agents. A lot of them are just great at putting properties on the market. They just want to put properties on the market. So that's why you got to be knowledgeable and you got to direct them with the knowledge that you have. And so just think about it. If you're looking for a house for you and your family to move in, and just say you're looking at properties and the average is $155,000, right? $155. You see this property at $129,900. It looked just as good, if not better than the ones at $155. Which property you and your family gonna pick? What's gonna stand out? So you wanna keep that in mind. You wanna stand out in this game. If you wanna get to whatever goals you got fast, you wanna stand out in this game. Don't follow the crowd. You wanna stand out. And so whenever I'm doing retail flips, I'm never going with the highest comp. I don't care what the highest comp is. I don't care who just sold the property. I'm always coming in below, always. Yeah, you wanna do one flip a year or you wanna do 10? You want to keep moving. So again, never go with the highest comp. Even with the contractors, the cheapest contractor is not the best contractor. The best contractor is not the cheapest. So just put a little bit of thought into even when you're getting estimates. Like use your human skills and senses. Like if something ain't feeling right about this contractor, even though he talking about he gonna do it $2,000 cheaper, but something just don't line up right. And we ain't gotta be smart. Like God gave us something special to where we could feel like, hold up, that don't feel right. Something ain't right about that. But with humans, what we try to do is try to identify why. I'm not trying to identify why your energy don't line up with mine. I'm just not doing business with you. I don't need to take that class. Yeah, why this? Why? Like, I don't take those classes. That's why I'm in this position. Most people take classes that ain't got nothing to do with where they want to go in life. I don't need to know why you can get properties this cheap in Cleveland. What happened in Cleveland to make, I don't know. I'm not taking that class. I'm going to buy the properties because somebody else buy them. While you take the class and trying to figure out why the property's that cheap. I'm not trying to figure that out. So don't waste time trying to figure out things that's not gonna move the needle. I'm telling you exactly what I've done and what I continue to do to make money in real estate. Don't try to add nothing extra to it unless you ain't ready to get to the bank. If you ain't ready to get to the bank and you got time, try to add your extra recipe to it. The people I see that try to add their extra sauce to it, their house is sitting on the market. Or they haven't even got a property yet. They still on the sideline overthinking and worrying about things that's not gonna move the needle. You should be focused on things that's gonna move the needle. And I've shared all those things with you. And then you seeing it live in living color. Y'all was here 3 weeks ago and y'all here today and it's done, finished, going on the market tomorrow. So why do you need to add some extra sauce to it or why this or why that? Like, no, just listen to what I told you. Listen to what I told you, implement the things that I shared with you, use the resources that I shared. And if that don't work, by all means, go figure out your own way. If the things that I shared with you, the strategies, the resources, if it don't work, then you go figure out your own sauce. Like the people that I learned from. I'm not trying to figure out nothing different from what they told me, from what I see them actually getting results doing. That don't make sense. They already weathered the storm. They already went through the trials and tribulations. I don't need to do that. It's that simple. I don't know why people find that hard to do. Like, and take action. Your best lessons are going to come from the actions that you take. It's not going to come from studying. Studying is one thing. I know some people that's still studying. Still studying. I'm serious. Some people I started with still studying. They still studying. Still studying. Still questioning the action. Why? It's like, and I'm still running the like. I think that's the best thing that I've done. Like, I don't need all that. I'm glad that God didn't make me to where I need to know everything and figure out, like, no, I'll go get to it. I don't need to be able to see around the corner. I'm going around the corner. It's around the corner, I'm going around the corner. I don't need to be able to see around the corner. I don't need to have all the details. If somebody give me a little bit of information and I go figure out the rest by taking action. That's the only way. I don't care how many books we read, the only way that you're going to know personally for yourself and experience it for yourself, you gotta go through it. You gotta do it. You gotta look at the MLS every morning. After you connect with the real estate agent, have the real estate agent set you up on a list. The list come out at 7 a.m. every morning. You gotta look through the list every morning to feel what I'm saying and to know what I'm saying is true. You may not find no deal this week. You may not find one next week. You may have to look at 20 houses before you get one, but that one could change your whole financial situation. You gotta go into Facebook groups. The investor Facebook groups in Cleveland, the wholesaler Facebook groups in Cleveland. You gotta go in there and get familiar. Identify the people that's showing up in there every day, posting deals, connecting with other investors that's doing deals. Make your presence felt, get to talking to people. Go out, walk through properties, meet wholesalers at properties, go walk through properties. Take the book with you so you can walk through and practice, get some reps in. And then as you do that, things gonna start to be familiar. You're like, oh, yeah, the roof leaking. That's why the third floor got the stains on the ceiling, right? Because it's done now. But that's how I got here, walking through hundreds of properties. I didn't get here by online studying. I got here by being in the field, walking through properties. So that's how I know, like, okay, if you look at 10 single family houses and you get roof estimates for 10 single family houses, what you're going to see is, oh, the roof estimates, they range, the last 10 single family houses, about 1,300 square feet, the roof tear off and replace, they range $5,500 to $7,000. That's what you're going to see. That's how I know the numbers. Repetition. That's the mother of success. So again, most of y'all questions gonna get answered as you continue to take action. That's how the questions gonna get answered.